go live. Go ahead and restart. We're live. Yeah, it's going live. Hello. What is going on, everyone? Brandon Bornanson here, and happy Wednesday. Wherever you're tuning in from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you are, welcome, and thank you for tuning in live and joining us. We're here in my office / studio. It's Brandon Bornanson with the Quota Crushers Show, where every Wednesday we go live and give you a free exclusive training on sales and entrepreneur secrets that I've learned on my journey and shared with you to help you maximize your success and absolutely dominate your market. So everyone, Nick, share the screen. There are only 42 sales days left in the year right now. So what we're going to be talking about today is going to help you absolutely crush it in your market and surpass your sales goals. And before we dive in, I'd love to hear from everyone in the comments below. Nick is going to feature all of your comments. Let me know who you are, where you're calling in from. It looks like Mason. He's live. Nick, let's get Mason on the board. We've got, who else is tuning in? I want to hear your name, where you're calling in from. Phil's here, says we're live. Awesome. Welcome, Phil. Anyone that's tuning in, I want to hear from you live. This is interactive. This is live. There's no bullshit. There's no feng shui or shuzitsus here. This is all real-time rock and roll, where every Wednesday we go live and we give you free exclusive training on sales and entrepreneur secrets that we've learned from building multiple million-dollar companies, generating over $100 million in sales. We pretty much share with you everything that we're going through every single day live so that you can learn from that. So like I had mentioned, today we're going to be talking about my new book, Sales Secrets. So today we're going to be showing you and walking you through some of the highlights from Sales Secrets. And I don't know, are you sharing the screen? Perfect. You're sharing the screen. Yeah, go more full screen there, Nick. That's awesome. So today we're going to be walking you through Sales Secrets, and which we're going to be launching here. Hopefully, Dana, if you're on the show, the goal is to launch this book today. And if it doesn't go live today, we're going to launch it tomorrow. We're trying to get everything live as fast as possible. And I believe that this book is guaranteed to help you change your life for the better in your sales career. And for all of you here, like I mentioned, this is the live broadcast. I want this to be interactive. I want to engage with you. I want to answer your questions. We'll be taking live Q&A throughout the webcast today. And by the way, if you're not part of the Facebook Quota Crushers group, the Facebook Quota Crushers community, please make sure you join. To join, all you have to do is go to Facebook, type in Quota Crushers, and apply, and we'll let you in. And you can request access in my comments on LinkedIn and YouTube, or just go to Facebook, search Quota Crushers, and you're in the door. And this community, Quota Crushers community, is the best member-supported community in the world, where we ask questions, motivate each other, empower each other, share our biggest challenges and problems, and ideas and recommendations to knock them over, run through them, jump over them, dig below them, and get through it. So if you're interested in sales, self-improvement, high performance, mindset, a relentless drive to constantly crush quota, then join the group ASAP. So today, what we're going to go through sales secrets. Let's just dive into this book. And obviously, I'm bringing this back up. Rebecca, what's going on, Rebecca? Awesome to have you. Emily, amazing to have you on the show again. Keep the comments, the questions, the feedback coming live in the chat, and we'll bring them up to address them. Nick's going to be highlighting them on the TV screen here. And I'm trying to make sure I'm moving my things around, Nick, so I could just see all the comments live, which is amazing. Cool. So let's go through sales secrets. The premise of this book, and you know what? I'm going to just walk you through the intro. And I don't know if this is the new intro live. And by the way, this is the book. Right now, it's about 461 secrets. But this book here, guys, we've interviewed the world's best sales experts on their number one top secret to sales success. And why did I do that? Let me tell you why. It's in my intro. So let's just go through it. I'll read the intro and then take some Q&A, and then we'll highlight and run through a few of the books. So, what I've learned in my life, everything I've done and everything I've accomplished or failed at accomplishing, I try to do in one of two ways. Number one, the expensive way, through trial and error. And trial and error is the easiest yet dumbest way to try to accomplish something. I believe trial by error, or trial and error, is the most expensive way to try to do something. It's the hardest way to do something, but it's the fastest way to do something. Oh, I'm not going to research how to, do sales discovery. I'm not going to research how to do sales pitching. I'm not going to research how to do sales calling, emailing, social selling, you name it. I'm going to just hit the ground running and go off. That's trial and error. That's right here, the expensive way. And what I've learned throughout my life of building 3 multi-million-dollar companies, selling over $100 million in sales, building a company that lost millions and everything I owned, going bankrupt and in debt 100K, was there's a much better way to do things, which is to read, study, and model the experts in the space and then execute what they tell you to do. And unfortunately, my father and her family, they went from poor to success going through trial and error. My father didn't go to college. He hated reading. He loved learning by doing. And I modeled his approach in several areas of my life, including the first company I started. He wasn't a big, I want to read, I want to learn, and then I want to execute. He was always, I'm going to just try it, and I'm going to learn through trial and error, which again is the fastest way to do something, but it's the most expensive, and you're most prone to failure. So I did that exact same way for my first company, and it did well. But what I realized was when I started playing poker at the beginning, before I launched my first company, I was playing poker, and I tried to play poker through trial and error. And then I kept losing everything that I had owned. I'd play online poker, get my ass kicked, lose everything I owned. And then all my friends were like, hey, well, you just need to learn how to play online poker, and you need to learn by doing. You need to do trial and error. So I'd go try and play poker again, lose everything I owned, you name it. I just kept getting crushed. And little did I know, I was in a Tony Robbins seminar when I was 17, 18 years old. This was months after keep getting my ass kicked from playing online poker. And Tony Robbins said, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find those who have been successful and model what they tell you to do. And I remember sitting there in this webinar, in this seminar, after I had, lost thousands of dollars and months of trying to play online poker and become the best, and listen to my friends who kept telling me, you got to play online poker to become the best that you can be. And then I heard what Tony Robbins was saying, and I'm like, holy shit. I was like, why am I trying to do things by trial and error? I was like, I should study and research and find all the people that have been the most successful in the world and then go and do what they do. And that's exactly what I did. So in this book, we've researched and interviewed hundreds of the world's best sales experts, and we feature over 100 of them. And this book, literally, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you everyone that's included in this book, and then I'm gonna call out and walk you through a few of their chapters and take some Q&A. But let's pull this up. So who do we got going on? Who's in the chat, Nick? What do we got? Does this book address the important diversity on teams of problem solving in the sales process as well as execution of the solution? Yeah, great question, Rebecca. The book covers everything from prospecting, pitching, closing, objection handling, training, self-development, professional development, negotiations, high ticket, low ticket sales. It covers everything that you would possibly need. And anything and everything in the sales process. We've got over 100 secrets. There's really hundreds of secrets, but over 100 people that we've interviewed in the book. And let me just go through here. Kevin Dorsey, messaging matters. Mike Adams, facts don't sell, stories do. We'll just highlight a few of these. Rob Jepson, dollarizing the deal. Daniel Disney dropped an amazing secret about adapt and win. Paul Smith, why stories sell. Stan Robinson Jr. with Vengresso drops tune into your buyer's station. This was so good. Lauren Bailey says the silver bullet is talk time, and that's the number one key silver bullet to sales success. Bob Perkins with AISP says leave it in the bag. We've got Tammy McQueen, keep it real. Terry Bennett, yes, we do cover cold calling. There's a lot of secrets on cold calling, social selling, emailing. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, all of these secrets, guys, in the book. Nearly 500 pages of secrets. If you've ever read Tim Ferriss's Tool of Titans, or Nick, what's his other book? Titans of whatever. Tool of Titans. What is the other one? Titans of Trade. I don't remember. Whatever. Nick's not very good. He's not on audio. Nick, you got to mute yourself, man, and join me on the show. Anyways, then we've got a ton of sales secrets, process and strategy. Dale Dupree. Rockstar rebel turned copier sales warrior. Anthony Iannarino, what does it mean to be a sales expert anyway? You've got Todd Capone, one of the most infamous sales authors, The Beauty of Imperfection. Sherry drops the psychology of sales. Chad Burmeister had an amazing one called Get the F Up. Jim Keenan mentioned and highlighted his top secret about finding the gap. We got Mark Hunter, shifting to an outcome-oriented sales mentality. Keith Rosen, evolved from salesperson to consultative sales coach. I mean, you look at this, guys. These are the first 50. Like, these secrets are off the chart. And what I'm sure you really care about is going through a few of these. So on the show today, I wanted to, walk through a sales secret with you and then answer questions about it, and we could highlight a few of these to hit the ground running. So actually, and by the way, this is 2 years of work, so we're thrilled. I agree with you. Phil and the team at Seamless has worked on this for over 2 years to get this thing live, and we've done interviews for the past 2 years. We came up with the idea about a year and a half ago, executed all the interviews. Yes, Ryan says, can you give a shout out to my colleagues? Nick Keswani and Craig Richardson, Quota Crushers from Ryan. Huge shout out. Welcome live. Thank you for tuning in. Dana says, carrot cake unicorn. What is that, Nick? Is that it? What is this? Is that confetti? By the way, Nick, what is that?
Yeah, that's confetti.
Okay, confetti. That's a unicorn. What is the thing during Halloween, those little carrot corn things that you would eat?
What, like candy corns?
Candy corn. There we go. Yeah, Dana says we got to celebrate. Yes, and by the way, Dana was fire. She was the one that helped lead this entire project, and Phil was the one that helped lead all the interviews. So, guys, I'm gonna read some of these scripts from. I want to read a secret from Who the Hell You Care About. So, sales secrets pitching. What secret from who do you want me to go after? I'm gonna let the audience pick. There's 21 of them in the first section. Who do you want to hear from in the first section? We're going to pull it up. I've got Sarah. Sarah says, do Kevin. Okay, number one. You just literally, Sarah, you just want to go after the first one. Out of all of these, you just picked the first one. All right, that's what we'll do then. So let's go down to number one. Oh yeah, hold on. This has got to be a faster way to do this. Boom. All right. So Kevin Dorsey. Kevin Dorsey's my friend. He's a mentor. He's a guru. By the way, Kevin Dorsey, someone tag Kevin Dorsey that he is the #1 sales guru expert highlighted in the book, and that he should give me $100,000 for that publicity. Right? Tag him right now. But Kevin Dorsey says, I study people because no matter what niche and no matter what product, you're still got to sell to a person. You have to convince a person to change their behavior because of your communication style. And Kevin Dorsey is the VP of Inside Sales at Patient Pop. He's a sales consultant, speaker, expert, sales leader, top 100 sales coach, and Inside Sales top 10 sales leader with me. We were both on the same Inside Sales top 10 sales leader award group. And his secret is messaging matters. What I've learned going from industry to industry to industry throughout my career, messaging matters more than anything else. And this was an amazing show because we talked about copywriting. We talked about messaging. We talked about how Kevin effectively reaches out and connects with people on cold emails, cold calls, social touches, you name it. He's like, if you make 50 calls and I make 50 calls and messaging doesn't matter, we would always have the same results, but we don't. If you're writing shitty emails, it doesn't matter how many you send out. If you have a shitty sales script, it doesn't matter how many calls you make. If you have poor training, it does not matter how good your messaging is because of the script. If you don't have a good script, you will not connect. If you do not have a good script, you will not close. This secret to effective messaging, no matter what industry you're in, is to study people and learn how they think, learn what they care about, learn their KPIs, their goals, their responsibilities, learn their love language, their language patterns and rhetoric. Nick Mammon loves love languages. Nick, jump on the mic real quick. What's your love language, man?
I have no idea, man. I haven't taken that test in years, man.
I don't even know what the different love languages are. But anyways, Kevin, is so focused on you got to understand the language patterns, the rhetoric, everything about the persona, their motivations. You have to learn effective copywriting. You got to invest in effective copywriting. You have to understand how to drive emotion and how to communicate. And if you don't have the right formula, the right tone, the right messaging, the right value prop, then the right questions and the confidence to ask for the sale, the rest doesn't really matter. And that's the secret of the top 1%, proper messaging. And Terry, by the way, Terry, happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us after a hell of a sales deal. We got one of the biggest sales deals in the world going on right now. I need to stand up. Terry, can we get Terry on the show right now? Let's get some people live on the show. But anyways, I'm standing up. Thank you, Terry, for joining us live right now after the election. It's been a wild day, a wild month, a wild year, and I appreciate you taking the time to join the show. So absolutely, we're going to highlight some examples. Okay, here we go. Let's just go right into it. How do you create the proper messaging? Well, you got to first study the motivators of human beings. And what Kevin Dorsey shared in this secret, in this episode, was you have to try to inspect, survey, interview, understand what the hell motivates these people. And he gave an example of what you've got salesperson A, like just for example, on his team, you've got salesperson A. One is motivated by money, but then you've got salesperson B. Salesperson B, Jesse, for example, is motivated by his baby, his newborn. And with his baby, like money and providing for his family, they're two totally different avenues. AJ's focused on money. Jesse's focused on providing for his baby. So you got to understand, what motivates people, because money doesn't always motivate people. If it did, everyone would hit quota and crush it. Maybe it's, I want to make things better for my family. I just want to improve every day. Kevin Dorsey had mentioned, look, when he was at Snack Nation. He was working with HR reps at companies. For them, security meant lower turnover. And I remember him telling this story. All these HR people wanted to provide the most amazing experience for their employees. And so do I. Like, all I obsess over is how do I make this the best place to work to keep my team forever? So understanding what the persona is, what motivates them. Then he says, hey, you got to study copywriting. Make sure you study the language. If I could give a tip to any salesperson out there, you have to start studying copywriting. When you study copy, you understand how to create emotion and need for the written word. So then, guys, we go into, a lot of his other secrets. So as you can see here, every expert we interview in the book, we share 5, 10 different secrets. Like, this is insane that we've got so many damn secrets in each of these chapters. So we've interviewed all these experts and we've identified the top 5 to 10 secrets of these people. What questions, guys, do you have? Oh, yeah, here we go. Jonathan, thank you for helping us out, and thank you for tuning in. He says the 5 love languages: affirmation, acts of services, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. Might want to refrain from this one in sales. Yeah, I agree with you. Maybe with my fiance, I'm more into the touch, but with sales, probably affirmation, receiving gifts, you name it, quality time. I would love to hear in the comments below what your love language is. And I have no idea how this got related into the sales secret, but thank you, John, for sharing that. Anyways, who wants to go over some more secrets? Where are you selling? Yes. I don't know what that means, Kyle. Where are we selling? So where are you selling? We're calling in from Columbus, Ohio, and we're selling salespeople market. Oh, you're saying that's what you got to ask. Who are you selling? Where are you selling? Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree there. What next secret do you guys want to cover and unleash on the show real quick, just to highlight the power of this book? Okay. Mike says, Victor Antonio. Victor Antonio, number 17. Don't overcome objections. Block them. What does that mean? Let's talk about who Victor is. Victor is a sales expert, and his quote is, if you can use storytelling to present your product and block objections at the same time, that is the trifecta of the ultimate presentation. The ultimate presentation. And Victor is an author, speaker, business consultant. He's built a 20-year sales career. Nick, why do we not have, where are you selling the book? Nice. Kyle, the book is going to be on Amazon and it's going to be in our web store. Dana is getting the book live today. We're pushing it through today. It's got to get approved by Amazon. So we're hoping that it will go live today. If it doesn't go live today, you'll see it tomorrow. And you can buy the book, ebook, print copy on Amazon ASAP today or tomorrow. We're pushing it hard. We're getting it out there. And Victor, with the book, and obviously the book won't look like this. The book will look, you've got the book here. So you'll see the book here and you've got all the strategies and playbooks, the actionable tips. It will look beautiful. Examples of use, examples of how to get started, you name it. And, really we highlight the world's best salespeople and their secrets to sales success. So, this is going live ASAP. Let's get back to Victor. So, and by the way, guys, I want to hear in the comments below who you are and what you're looking for. What questions you have about the book, what questions, maybe you've got a question about the sales secret that we're uncovering. So anyways, Victor is a sales guru. And one of his secrets, one of his 5 to 10 secrets is you don't need to overcome objections. You need to block them. And he tells a story about a company calling him up and they're like, hey, Victor, we sell a software product with $3,000 and $6,000 tiers. We have 6 trainers and we're looking for a 7th trainer. And he's like, okay, awesome. Sounds great. And he's like, how much do your trainers make? The guy tells me the number, and he couldn't believe it. It was super high. And Victor was always skeptical of the number. And he's like, okay, let me think about it and I'll call you back. And then a week later, he followed up and he'd fly me down to Orlando to come to conference. And he sat back and he was watching these trainers go into the presentation and they closed half the room on a $6,000 product. And I've seen this before where these speakers will go into a room and will literally sell everyone in the room from a presentation. And after about a month, Victor mentioned of studying all of these trainers, he figured out what was going on. He figured out that the secret is you have to raise the objection during the presentation. Then you have to resolve it. Then you have to demo it. Then you have to tie down the objection. And tie down means I'm tying down not the sale, but the objection. What's the objection? In this case, the product is too difficult to use. I don't understand it. Based on, and he says to do this, hey, you got to ask, based on what I've shown you, do you think with a little practice in our support that you could leverage this to generate the same results? Like you use these tie downs, these scripts that tie down the objection, bring in the people to overcome the objection, and then move it forward. And then he would wait for the yes. And then once he got the tie down yes, he would move on to tying down the next objection. So maybe you've got pricing and you tie it down like, hey, John, look, based on everything you've learned, if we give you all the support and all the training and we showcase to your CFO the ROI of how you can generate double the amount of appointments and double the amount of sales, do you think that we could work with the CEO to get this thing approved and the CFO to sign off on this and give you the money? That's a tie down, guys. Like you're bringing in the objection, you're bringing it in front of your prospect before they even brought it up. And then you're tying it down with a yes, no. And if no, we got to figure out how do we turn that no into a yes. And that's what's powerful about doing this. If you use tie downs for 5 to 7 objections, boom, you've got buy-in. You've got no uncovered objection that could stall the deal. And then you keep moving that forward. And that Victor breaks down secret by secret exactly how to do this. And if you pick up the book, you'll be able to get play by play exactly everything he recommends. And guys, let me walk you through this. So this is the book here, 461 Secrets, and pick it up on Amazon. We're going live on Amazon in 24 hours, hopefully today. Dana and the team are working on it right away. Let's go to Jim Keenan, Influencing the Sales Process by Finding the Gap. So when I started my sales career, Jim Keenan actually coached me early on in my sales career. And he was awesome. He was epic. This was before no one even knew who Keenan was. And I remember getting together with him in Cleveland. It was wild. So Keenan, he says, our job as salespeople is not to be the order takers, but to be influencers. And understanding the gap between the deal, where I'm at today, where I want to go, that gap in between, understanding the gap enables us to influence the sale. And Keenan is the CEO and president of the sales consulting and recruiting firm, A Sales Guy Incorporated. Awesome. Hannah, by the way, thank you. Really appreciate you. Can't wait for you to get a copy and read it. It's going to be epic. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you've got any questions in the live chat. So Keenan's the CEO of A Sales Guy Inc., and he wrote Not Taught, What It Takes to Be Successful in the 21st Century that Nobody's Teaching. He also wrote Gap Selling, How to Get Your Customers to Say Yes. And he's a top author, expert, guru. And he says, my top sales secret is define the gap. And when people buy something, they're looking to change. They're looking for a transformation. Whether they know it or not, everyone is looking to improve. Everyone's looking to get better. Everyone is looking to go from where they're at today to where they want to go tomorrow to be successful. And, you just have to figure out what is holding them back. The space between where they're at today and where they want to go tomorrow, that gap is what you need to identify, and what is blocking them from jumping over the gap. So if you don't know your prospect's gap, then you don't know how they're going to make a decision, where they're trying to go, what is going to help enforce them to make a decision. You won't know any of the data to influence the sale. And our job as salespeople is to not only take orders, but to be influencers and understand the gap that enables us to influence the sale. And then, when I was writing this chapter with the team, it was like, hey, how do you execute gap selling? Well, gap selling is more than just doing sales discovery and asking a lot of questions. There are certain types of information that you need to gather, like You need to do discovery around the current state. This is physical facts, problems, impact of problems, the emotional impact of problems, the root cause of the problems. Then you have to figure out the future state, current state, future state, desired state, current state and future state. And I do a ton of training because I've done multi-million-dollar deals, sold over $100 million in sales for IBM and Google, and then Seamless. I taught my sales team, like, people want to go from where they're currently at today to where they want to go tomorrow to be successful. They want to get that transformation, and you need to take them there. And then you got to do sales discovery around their future state. Yes, Surya, does it have appointment booking secrets? Absolutely. 100%. We've got appointment setting secrets. Shit. I mean, there's almost 1,000 secrets. There's 100 authors, over 1,000 secrets, up to 10 or more secrets per expert. So we've got tons of secrets on appointment setting. We've got tons of secrets on filling the top of the funnel, cold calling, emailing, social selling, prospecting, sales discovery, pitching, closing, all of this stuff. And it's absolutely amazing. And when it comes to Keenan's secret, once you do the discovery of current state, future state, he walks you through what you need to do to make that happen. So guys, that's really, what we've got going on here with Sales Secrets. I recommend picking up a copy of the book at secretsalesbook.com or waiting for the book to go on Amazon. The book will be on Amazon in 24 hours. We're going live with it. And as you can see here, we've got sales secrets all around pitching, sales secrets around process and strategy, prospecting, appointment setting, closing, you name it. We've got secrets for anything and everything that you're looking for from the world's best sales experts, salespeople. So that's really it for today's session, guys. I wanted to walk you through, the reason for this show is to help you become the best that you can be. And be sure to look out for the Sales Secrets book launching soon. And if you have any questions about the book, the content of the book, and how it can help you maximize your success, be sure to drop a question in the comment section below. And while we're at it, don't forget, in addition to picking up the book, make sure you join the Quota Crushers Facebook group. If you haven't already, to get there, go to facebook.com, search Quota Crushers, and then apply to get access to the book. If you've got a good application, we'll let you in and you'll be off to the races. This is something that you don't want to miss, because in the group, we celebrate wins every day. We share our biggest problems, our struggles, and how we're working with each other every day to overcome our biggest obstacles, and ideas and strategies and actionable tips to help each other overcome our biggest problems. And with my new Sales Secrets book, this is going to help you get from point A, your current state, to point B, your future state, to be better, smarter, faster, and close more sales. And the book, along with utilizing the Quota Crushers Facebook group, is 100% going to help you run through walls in sales. And this book changed my life. I hope it does the same for you. Be sure to look out for a launch date of Sales Secrets soon, today or tomorrow. And I can't wait for you guys to get it in your hands. And thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. I just wanted to open up for Q&A. And if we don't have any questions, then we'll wrap this up and end the broadcast. So if anyone's got any questions about anything, let me know in the chat below, and we'll cover them and be off to the races. Awesome. Emily, thank you so much. Can't wait to read the book. What inspired you to write the book? So I think I mentioned, just like poker, I was playing poker and I would lose all the money I made. And then all my friends, I would ask all my friends, like, how did you become great at poker? And they're like, you just have to keep playing, and you have to keep playing, and you have to keep playing, like trial and error. And then I would go play poker, trial and error for endless hours, and I'd lose everything I would make as a high school kid. As a high school kid, when you're getting paid $7 to $10 an hour, you're not making any money. So to lose all the money that you're making in poker, it takes like weeks to regenerate the bank account. And then I realized, I went to this Tony Robbins training, and he's like, if you want to achieve success, you have to model those who have been successful. And that gave me an epiphany to study all the people that are experts at poker. And I scoured who are all the experts at poker. I realized that they wrote all these different books. I bought all the books, And then those books gave me the secrets to become great at playing poker. And then I went from losing hundreds of dollars to making thousands of dollars and then tens of thousands of dollars. And then that inspired me to launch my first company that did over 12 millions in sales every year. So then fast forward, I go into sales career at IBM and Google, and I bought hundreds of sales books because I took what I learned from the poker thing when I was in high school. And I realized, look, if I want to become great at something, I just have to buy and read all the books about the topic. So then when I started my full-time career in sales, I just bought every single sales book out there in the world. And I would scour these books for sales secrets. And then I would write them all down and I'd highlight and I would note card and I'd obsess over what are these top sales secrets. And it took me a decade to read hundreds of books and get all the sales secrets. But every year that I was reading and studying and mastering these secrets from all these sales experts and salespeople, I kept doubling my income. I kept increasing sales. And I became a millionaire in sales because of two reasons. One, I had the sales list from seamless.ai. And two, I had all the secrets to sell to the list from all these books. So, one day I was studying and reading these different books and I just sat back. It was super late on a Thursday night. And I'm like, what the hell? I was looking at my desk here and I had hundreds of books just stacked, just stacks and stacks of books. And I'm like, what the hell? How is there no book that just gives you all of the sales secrets so that you don't need to read all of the sales books? And that's when, I had my next epiphany and I was like, you know what? I should interview all the sales experts, identify their top secrets to sales success, and then share it with the world. And I'll learn a lot. I'll learn how to become the best salesperson I can be. And I'll document it all so I don't die with those secrets. My mission is to document my journey in sales and entrepreneurship to help you maximize your success in business and life. So I wanted to do these interviews, record them all, document them all, write this book, share with you the secrets to help you maximize your success in business and life. And that was the goal of the book. Awesome. Hannah says, if you could choose one takeaway you hope all your readers get out of this book, what would it be? The number one takeaway, which I'd mentioned, and Nick, let's go back to the book real quick. If you could share the screen. So my number one takeaway, my greatest secret, which is in my introduction, you can accomplish anything in life one of two ways. Number one, the expensive way through trial and error. Literally, no experience, no education, no thought process. You can literally go in and try to do something and learn while doing it on the job. And I promise you, it is the most expensive way to do something. It'd be like not getting educated on how to become a top salesperson, top marketer, top engineer, you name it. Like just trying to program code, or like me playing at the poker tables, the Texas Hold'em poker tables, and losing day after day after day, trying to learn from trial and error. But the number one thing that I would recommend is don't waste endless years of your life trying to maximize your sales success like I did, the expensive way through trial and error. The best, easiest, smartest way is to buy this book, read, study, and model after the experts in the space and execute exactly what they tell you to do. I've learned the hard way. Take everything I'm telling you, model what I'm recommending to you, and then go execute it on your own. I've interviewed hundreds of the world's best sales experts, over thousands of sales secrets. I've literally interviewed and found out their top sales secrets. You need to use the better way to read this book, master all their secrets, and apply them to increase your sales today. That would be the biggest, smartest takeaway. This takeaway, doing number two versus number one, has made me a millionaire in sales. It made me millions in sales, made me a millionaire, millions in my income in my bank account. It's helped me build one of the fastest growing companies in the world, helped me build a LinkedIn top 50 startup, helped me build a company that just won Best Places to Work of 2020, helped me win Best Technology of the Year award. This has helped me launch 3 multi-million-dollar companies. This has helped me sell over $100 million in sales by learning the hard way of doing number one, going through life the expensive way with trial and error, and then finally realizing the power of number two. Read and model experts in the space. and then execute what they do. That would be my number one takeaway. And with that, guys, we're going to finish out the broadcast. Happy Wednesday. I hope you really enjoyed today's show. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, on LinkedIn. Follow me on Facebook. Join the Quota Crushers group. We share daily sales strategies, tips, and best practices. And then lastly, this show is sponsored by Seamless.ai. Let's bring up Seamless.ai. Nick, switch to the thing. Seamless.ai is a platform that will help you scale your sales with artificial intelligence. It will find verified emails and phone numbers and cell phones for any professional in the world so that you can book more appointments and win more sales. This is the exact technology that my team and I have used to book over 285 new appointments in 24 hours or less. This thing is helping thousands of salespeople generate millions in sales. It's an absolute game changer. And when you use it to generate over $1 million in sales or $100,000 in sales, we actually print and ship you this award. It's called the Six-Figure Club Award or the Seven-Figure Club Award. This is a $1,000 award. So join Seamless.ai. Use it to generate sales. When you make 6 or 7 figures in sales, come to presidentsclubawards.com, apply for your 6 or 7-figure club award, and we will ship you the award. We've got hundreds of people generating millions in sales, winning these awards. You can be next. If these people can do it, so can you. Thank you, Gaurav, for joining. Phil, Lisa, Sarah, Michelle, Hannah, Surya, Keith, Hamesh, Jake, Danielle. Thank all of you for joining today's broadcast. Nick from Idaho. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate all of you. Phil from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's been an absolute delight, guys. And by the way, Seamless wanted me to say, don't forget, you're just one list away from the life you want, the family you want, the sales you want, the cars you want, the houses you want, the vacations you want. Everything in this life is just one list away. Go join Seamless.ai today. And then lastly, be sure to tune into our next show. Don't forget, there's only 42 sales days left in the year. Make sure you make every single one of them count. Thank you so much, everyone. Dave, good to hear from you. Thank you for joining. That's